The Patriots are making moves. I thought they would sign an offensive lineman way before they signed a defensive lineman, but with the recent news of Christian Barmore being out indefinitely with blood clots at 25 years old, it looks like they signed Mike Purcell to come join the Patriots while they're still in training camp. Here's the official report. Patriots signing DT Mike Purcell per his agency, Equity Sports. And this is pretty interesting signing here because never in my life did I think somebody would be replacing Christian Barmore, but we do have to take his time. He does have to take his time with those blood clots. He's got to go through all the rehab, all the processes, so we're not sure how long he's going to be out. Now you've got Godshaw, who just recently was extended. He's back at practice. Matthew Judon is back at practice. We're going to talk about that more so in the back half of this show, but how fully participant is he being? Well, now that we're 1 week away from the first preseason game, I want you guys to be completely in the loop with your New England Patriots. All you guys have to do that is hit that sub button. It's completely for free. We make videos anytime the Patriots make a move. There's rumors, there's news, there's breaking news. We got you covered right here at Patriots Today by Chat Sports. So funny enough, let's get to know Purcell again because he actually has played with the Patriots before. This was way back when in 2017. He was only on the practice squad, but he's been at Gillette Stadium before. 24 starts in the last 3 seasons, and his 2023 PFF overall grade was a 49.8, 50.4 in the run defense, and then 57.8 in your pass rush. You're never going to be able to replace Christian Barmore in the pass rush. He is phenomenal. He is the main reason why their pass rush wasn't terrible last year without Matthew Judon putting on some extra pressure to that quarterback. So Purcell most recently playing with the Denver Broncos here. He had 25 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 3 passes deflected, and 1 forced fumble. So he was getting some action. He played 44% of the Broncos' defensive snaps in 16 games last year. Most recently, he was an NFL free agent, which brings me to his age, 33 years old. But he's a big boy, 6'3", 230 pounds at your defensive line. That's going to be a good addition to the depth chart there for that 3-4 front, but 33 years old. There's only 2 guys that just recently extended, Hunter Henry and David Andrews, who are over 30 years old, pending Matthew Judon's extension. But those 2 guys are captains. So to add a 33-year-old, this is really just for depth chart. He's now just trying to fight for that 53-man roster, and they want to keep this train moving while Christian Barmore is out. So overall, I think it's a pretty solid move. You're not looking for a starter. You've already got a depth chart behind Christian Barmore, but just add a little bit more to it. Like I said, I was fully predicting the Patriots to pick up an offensive lineman during training camp, but so far so good. But because of this very rare and concerning injury that Barmore now has with blood clots, they have to do what's best for the team and just keep pushing forward. But give me your one-word reaction to Purcell rejoining the Patriots. Mine's just going to be smart. I think it's a smart move to bring somebody in while Christian Barmore is on rehab. I think that this gives him a little bit more time to adjust, to recover, to come back and play for the New England Patriots, especially because Matthew Judon is also up in the air right now as well. Well, we do have an update on Judon coming up towards the back half of the show. We got the latest update coming from Jerod Mayo himself, and also what happened on day 7 of Patriots training camp. But I cannot get into that until I tell you guys the number one way to get tickets to any game that you have planned in the future. I need you right now to download Game Time, create an account, and use promo code CHATSPORTS, CHATSPORTS, for $20 off your first purchase while terms do apply. And if you're sitting there being like, Allie, what is Game Time? What are you talking about? This is the only way you guys need to get your tickets. Not only do they have the lowest price guaranteed, but they also show you where you're going to be sitting and what you will be seeing from that seat. That is huge. I'm actually going to go see Zach Bryan in AT&T Stadium in about 2 weeks or so. I got those tickets through Game Time because I've only been to AT&T Stadium once. I'm not a Cowboys fan. My boyfriend is, so I had to go. And we got standing room only tickets. And it wasn't my favorite. I didn't use Game Time for those tickets, so I didn't know what standing room was like. I couldn't see anything. So for the Zach Bryan concert, I used Game Time, and now I have a floor view of Zach Bryan himself at his concert, a sellout in Jerry World. I think that's going to be awesome. But I don't want to risk it again like we did with the Cowboys game when I didn't use Game Time and got to see where I was sitting. So if you guys want to do that, take advantage of it. Coming from somebody that fumbled the bag already, I now will never use anything other than Game Time. Download the app, create an account, use promo code CHATSPORTS, CHATSPORTS. You're going to get $20 off your first ticket purchase while terms do apply. Judon lives. He showed up to day 7 practice. He was not in attendance during day 6. They had an off day yesterday, but Matthew Judon showed up to practice, to the start of practice too, because he was also late on Monday, and he participated. That is the big news. The Patriots are doing some conditioning work to open up practice, and Matthew Judon is at the front of the line. That is my leader. That is our Matthew Judon that we have known and loved. He is putting everything to the side and putting the team first. That's all we've wanted him to do. I understand that he has voiced his opinions, he's voiced his concerns, and he wants to be paid to his value. I get that, and I respect that. But I do want to see Matthew Judon be the bigger person. And we know that on Monday, he had a heated conversation with Jerod Mayo, left practice, did not come back on Tuesday. So they asked Jerod Mayo, what the hell happened? And he said, honestly, I had a great meeting with Judon, and we're all moving forward. I remember as a player, it was always a difficult time. It's always a difficult time when you go through contract negotiations and things like that. And saying that, for the rest of the team, we're pushing forward. And for me and for Elliott as well, look, those are internal conversations. Once again, we always think about these as long-term relationships. Look at some point in time, you'll talk to Matthew, but right now, we just want to keep that in-house from our perspective. So it sounds like 31-year-old Matthew Judon, Jerod Mayo, and Elliott Wolf sat down and had a conversation. I don't know when, I don't know what was discussed, but obviously something looked good because Matthew Judon is now fully back. He's a participant in 11-on-11s, in 7v7s, and he's looking good. However, I've seen this movie before. I have seen Jerod Mayo talk about how he and Matthew Judon are completely fine, they're boys, and everything is all good. And it is for a little while. Then Matthew Judon does what he does. He goes back out to practice. He's throwing football with a fan in the stands. He's being a leader. And then something pokes the bear, and we start the movie over again. How long is this going to last this time? Is Judon finally satisfied? Because I'm going to be honest, when I saw that Devon Godshaw got offered a 2-year extension yesterday, I thought for sure Judon's gone. There's no way he sticks around if they offered Godshaw an extension before Judon. But the best case scenario, he came back to practice today and he was a full participant. So something good happened in that conversation, but I'm just not 100% convinced that this is the end of it. And Godshaw even spoke on Judon, what he's been going through, and he said, I still want to see my brother Matthew Judon get his contract. As you know, as we all know, it's a business, but he deserves to have a new contract, and we're all pulling for him. I love this quote from Godshaw. I think that speaks highly of the nose tackle looking out for his fellow defensive player. And I do hope that the Patriots can see what they have while they have it before he goes out and he thrives for another team if they end up trading him. But the main question is this. Is Matthew Judon satisfied? Or is this movie going to start all over again where he seems satisfied and we think, whew, we're in the clear. I thought I almost lost Judon on that. And then bam, he requests a trade. Bam, a trade happens. Bam, Judon's gone. Is this finally the satisfied Judon we've been waiting on, or is all hell about to break loose? So I ask you guys that. I don't have a crystal ball. I wish I did. The show would probably be a lot more popular, but is Judon back for good? Are the contract extension talks done? Is he staying in New England and playing on the contract he currently has because he already told people, my John Hancock's on it, I'm playing? Well, then he doesn't show up 2 days ago. Is this finally over? Type Y for yes. Type N for not yet. You can see some fireworks in the distance, and they're getting closer. Well, if anything does happen, like I said, I've got you guys covered for free right here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports. All you guys have to do, I'll do all the work, is hit that sub button for me.